Hi, how are you?
Hi, Julian. How are you? Thank you for the invitation.
Don't worry. Would you mind introducing yourself to this interview?
Of course. My name is Elistan Hernandez. I'm the CEO for Management Profile. This is a company that we do consultancy and not everything. So it's just a leadership and management and change management and projects. So we have the company for a long time ago, but until October last year, we started to be active and we focus on event management in Curacao.
QSO. A long way from here. So
Yes.
tell me, yeah, what made you um, aspire or to go for this kind of work environment? What makes you choose communications or this management thing? Because it's something you have to feel it to do it, right? Because it's not something everyone can do to manage something.
Yes, correct. No, actually, and before that, I was working in a company, telecommunication company, for more than 10 years. And we focus on in management and communication, but in entertainment, basically. But because I was in the direction for the company in Curacao, I work in different projects also in the regional area, like Trinidad, Puerto Rico, Barbados, Guyana, and Bonaire also, and Aruba. We for us it was very important the communication, especially in corporate communication is really important, and the way that actually everything is around this.
Yeah.
And what happened is because I have many years with the company that I set up, I hold them for a time, and then I decide, something. I think I have my time that I have to move it for something more creative, more innovation, more something like I can do for myself. And that was the decision that we moved with management profile, but actually the experience for corporate communication, event management, and this sector in telecommunication and entertainment, that was give me the experience to jump on that in that field.
That's nice. How would you describe then a typical day of your work?
Why? It's very dynamic. It's not a routine because many times when you have to visit clients, and especially if you have a project like I did, for example, in January, on a big project on an event, international event in Curacao, that I brought international speaker, like one from Netherlands and Colombia and the United States, and including local people also that I use very and relevant in telecommunication and communication branding. Um, that was something like a very early morning. If you have a routine like meditation, or if you do sports or those kind of things, actually you have to wake up very early to do the planning what you have to do during the day. So all the calls of talk with the people and meeting with the team that you are working on the project can be a long day, can be really a long day. But the most fundamental and important is how you start your day, how you start. And for me, that was important. The routine about to do meditation. I do meditation every day, every single day, including Sunday, and that's give me what do you say, the inspiration, but also the energy to hold on a long day, especially when you have a lot of interaction with people. And the other thing is that sometimes I do a sport, not every day, but sometimes I walk with my dogs, and trying to enjoy also the nature here in Curacao. That it's something like we say we cannot avoid that. but we have a long meetings. Sometimes can be very frustrated, but sometimes can be very rich because the things that you're planning go for was successful. So I think when you have independently, you have a big project or a small project, or if you have a routine in your job, I think it is important that how you start your day. And that's what I'm doing. But in big projects can be very ethic, and you don't know the time that you finish because sometimes I finish 11 or 12 because the commitment that you have for the project, you want to finish that, you don't want to let for the next day. So that will depend on your capacity and your passion and what you want to get done. So I mean, it's
Exactly. So it would
yeah,
say that it would be more about how much you want to do the things, basically. Prepare
correct.
yourself
Correct.
mentally, in every sense, basically. Uh,
Yes.
so I see here, I saw in your background that you studied in Venezuela, and then you went to Curacao to work. How was that change for you? Was it complicated? How did it manage? Was it easy to adapt? Because I guess it has to be hard to adapt from a Spanish speaking country to our country that they speak three languages.
Correct. Well, actually, the transition for this, when I finished my master degree, I come to Curacao, and that take me a little bit know about the culture because actually we are very close to Venezuela. Curacao is very close to Venezuela, but the thing about the language wasn't a barrier language in the beginning. Yes, it is, and I think that's happening with everybody when you go other country, and it's different language. But that didn't take me longer because I'm the person that I like to learn. I'm eager to learn, and I was one of the things that put me to think about how I can adapt myself in this culture and do a career is learn the language.
Yeah.
So because it's important, actually, it's part of the communication. If you don't understand the language that the country that you are living in is completely different, for you will be difficult to communicate and to do everything that you want. So I took the opportunity to improve my English because at that time I couldn't speak English. The, Actually, that was something very challenging because in Curacao they speak papiamento,
Yeah.
and I have to learn papiamento. I have to learn English, and that time I have to also looking for how can I start to do my career. So and then I start in zero. So I mean, still you study, you do a career, you have a lot of dream, and you expect that you will get a great job, a great salary, but that is not the thing. But I have a lot of ambitions. I have my dream, keep them very high also, and that's what pushed me to continue to learn the other language. And that for me, communication was the most open the doors because when I learned papiamento and I learned English, that gave me the opportunity to show what I learned and the university in Venezuela with other language in Spanish.
Yeah.
So that jump was not difficult for me because I'm a person like a very what do you say? I like to new things.
Yeah.
And that's don't give me too much. I didn't struggle too much. But actually, about my connection with Venezuela, yes, emotionally in the beginning. But that was something like when you are young, you can get other things that I can help you to manage that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's something like for me was important to adapt in the culture and understand what I can take advantage for the place that is other language and other culture from me was about communication. It was about the language.
All about the language. Yeah. For me, this
Mm.
question was pretty important because, as you know, I'm an international student, and I tend to study, I tend to work in another places and around the globe, you know. My plan is to move around, so this is actually very important to me, you know, for me to prepare mentally, because I think it's gonna be a big challenge. But hearing from you, and you know, learning the things you said, the ambition, the goals, the dreams, I think I will manage. So thank you for that extra inspiration you just told me about your story. I really like that. And I had one more question for you.
Mhm.
You speak about dreams and goals, and you are indeed a CEO right now, right?
Mhm.
What do you still have something you want to reach, a goal, a dream, a destination?
Yes, I think still I continue dreaming, but I have one dream that I have for a long time, including when I started to set up the company. One of my big dream is get the opportunity to open more jobs
Mm,
in this in this field, you know, and consultancy and all the things around the company. My big goal is to create jobs, create opportunity for people. Um, I have a big number. I know that is a very ambitious number, but I think when you work with discipline, you work with determination what you want, and you have passion what you do, and that's what I feel like um, I want to do. It's 20,000 employees that I want to create. At the moment, I think it is a big challenge and that will take long, but I don't mind how long will take, but I think it's something like it's not impossible.
exactly. So it's just about strive and believe.
Yes.
Well, um, yeah, those were my questions. That was my interview for me to you. It was nice to hear all about your story and how it takes to work in the environment you work and the future environment where I will work. And thanks. This interview actually helped me a lot. I learned a lot of things, new things, and
You're welcome.
I get it. I have to mentally prepare because those long meetings may be the death of me. But thank you very much for all your help and for taking your time from your Sunday, beautiful Sunday, to talk to and chat to me. Thank you very much.
No, thank you to you. Thank you to you, and thanks for the time also because I know if this information, that knowledge and experience we have after 18 years working with team wars and leadership, and I know that the most important thing is communication and in general, in digital, of incorporate in any way communication is very important, and one of the things that I can tell you and the people that I can have the opportunity to listen this and watch this your interview. um, uh, the most important thing is that communication, the if you put the ingredients with emotion, that emotion is in the right balance. I think that the impact is much bigger, and I know that you will be successful with everything that you do it, and thank you so much, and I will be part of this also.
Okay. Thank you very much for those kind words. I hope you have
Okay.
a nice Sunday and a blessed week. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.